All right, hello students. This is your final video for the week, and I'm just going to go over a couple of quick details and then give you work time. So hopefully I will see you on Monday. Do not forget that your rough draft due to the Dropbox by Sunday. And if you do not turn it in, I will assign you to MAST and I will notify your parents because we really need to make sure that we get this essay completed on time. Your final draft is due on Tuesday night. Okay, how do we put your rough draft details together? First of all, you need to find whatever outline you've chosen. So for example, if you have done the outline number 2, where all the headings are there, I'm going to go through this for you. So first of all, you have to put your name in here. So we'll choose our good friend Stu, Mr. Stu Dent. Or maybe we should do our good friend Ben Dover. Not sure why it made it bolded, but it should not be bolded. There we go. Let's highlight that. So our good friend Ben Dover is the author of our paper. The introduction. So then what you're going to do is get rid of all the headings. Like you don't need an introduction here heading. You don't need this. Okay, so the first thing to do is to make sure that your headings are all removed. And if you did the other outline, you would not be using that. You'd be using the template, which I'll show you in just a second. And then you have to make sure that the paragraph looks like a paragraph and that all the like fonts are correctly the same and that the size is the same so that nothing is incorrect when you look at it, that it all looks the same, that you have a tab there, that this is my first paragraph, I get rid of this thing, get rid of that, and then this is my first paragraph, topic sentence. Okay, you should also add a title. So maybe mine is, it can be as simple as school start times. But again, that is not the same font as my other one, so I'm going to have to fix that. Okay, my other one was, maybe it is the same. Okay, I guess it is. Such a little different. Okay, so now I have a title, I have a first paragraph, you get the idea. If you are doing an outline number 1, then you should use the template on Schoology that kind of outlines it for you, has the heading and the works cited on it. You can find that on Schoology. I think it's just called template. And you can use mine, and obviously you can use your own. It doesn't have to be mine. But that should be in the folder. And I believe it just says start writing your essay, and yeah, and the template is attached for option 1 if you want it. And that really just has your name and the title, so you change those, and then it has the works cited on the bottom. So you can fill in your works cited for that. Okay? All right, so that is how you kind of put things together. A couple of other reminders is, again, make sure you have your headings. There's a little checklist. Make sure that the fonts, the sizes, the margins are all consistent. Make sure it's double spaced for the entire document. And then these are other little things you need to remember. Look for transitions between ideas. So once you put your ideas together, read through those paragraphs and make sure that they sound okay, that there's no missing words or incomplete sentences, because sometimes when you just do things under bullet points, things get kind of lost in the translation, which means that you need to connect your ideas and make sure the sentences are combined correctly. So read through it and just make sure that the transitions are there. Make sure your paragraphs are indented. And then the last thing to do is complete the works cited page. And just a quick little information on how to do that. You can use MyBib, or you can just use the template at the bottom has that example on how to do it. So if you look at the bottom of it, it tells you like you should have your, let me move this over here, your author's last name and first name, the title of the article or the individual page or the whatever it's called, the CDC guidelines for mental health or whatever your page is called. Title of the website, name of the publisher, date of publication, and day, month, year format, and then the URL. Now, if any of these is missing, you just simply go to the next one. And then the second line should be indented. So you can follow this and just copy and paste into there what needs to be done, or you could use MyBib and it will generate that for you. So for example, let's say I did school uniforms and I need to use procon.org, okay? So my first one would be, I can just go to MyBib. It's a website, so I put that in there. Search, that's it correctly. Okay. Got it. And there it is. So then what I need to do is I go over to this one. I just go over to the side here where it has these dots and I go copy bibliography entry and then I'm going to copy it onto other. I just want to copy it. And then I can put it right at the bottom here. I can get rid of this if I want to, and I can put that in here. And then, sorry that these aren't quite lining up, but then it's all done for me. In this case too, you might want to though make sure that your fonts are the same. And there it is. The other thing I wanted to show you is that often when you quote something, it is, especially with procon.org, it's giving you a statistic that's from somewhere else. So when you have, like, let's say you use this statistic or some of these statistics, click on that citation, number 64, and it's already done for you. So you can just copy this right here. And then you can paste that one in. And then of course you're going to have to fix, you know, not the margins, but the fonts again and the size to make sure that they match up, okay? So if you are quoting someone directly and you're using that quote directly in your essay, you need to make sure that you go back to the original, look at the footnotes there, click on it, and copy and paste it. If you are using like Google Scholar, you can easily cite it. Let's say I use Google Scholar. For example, one of those from like the LibGuide, and I use, say I'm going to go to school uniforms. If I use it, let's say I choose this one, school uniforms dressing for success. If I want to cite it, I click on it, I use MLA. I can copy that right there. And that one I can put straight in there. Again, I need to fix my fonts so that they all line up and they're all the right size. All right, so just to recap, when you are putting your final draft, final touches on your essay, what you need to do is look through this checklist, which is the rough draft details, which is remove all the headings that are extra, make sure all the margins, fonts, size of fonts, types of fonts, spaces are all consistent so that it doesn't look messy and it looks actually like a paper in a paragraph. Make sure you double space it. Read over, check for transitions or missing words because you're putting things together. Make sure all paragraphs are indented and complete the works cited page. Use MyBib if you need to, otherwise use some of the tips that I showed you. Make sure that if you choose a quote from another article and it's from somewhere else, make sure that you find that citation and you use that citation as well as the original one. All right, good luck. I will see you guys on Monday. Do not forget to Dropbox this by 11:59 on Sunday. Have a great weekend.